Do you think it's disrespectful if your boyfriend likes other girls' pictures that aren't his friends? Botox and filler. Who's the rudest influencer you've ever met? Oh, I'm dreading these questions. Hi guys, welcome back. How many videos is this for on my YouTube? Does anyone actually know? Because I don't. Okay, let's just count it as 2 because the first one, bit shite. Plan of action was I was going to get super glam, and then I kind of thought, well, what is the actual point in that? Like, just to sit here and just to chat a lot of shit, like, there's actually no point in that. Obviously, now everyone's in lockdown, no one's really doing anything. Don't know about you guys, but I'm watching loads of YouTube videos. I just thought, well, why don't I just do another one, but just not hair, not makeup, so do something different. So I thought, oh, I'll put on my story and see if anyone wants to ask me any questions about me. Some of you guys are fucking savage. Obviously I expected some questions to be a little bit nosy and a little bit intrusive. I thought I'll answer them anyway, but so a lot of questions on like my relationship with Lee, my previous relationships, love life in general. A lot of questions about like my diet, my weight, how I feel, body confidence, things like that, anxiety. Then another section is going to be about like Botox, fillers, skincare. A lot of you want to know a lot of questions about blogging, which I did think, so there's a lot on that. And then quite a lot of you actually as well had asked me about my acne journey, like with Rakuten and things like that, so I'm going to mention a little bit about that. So, 2 things. A lot of you did ask my age, so I'm 25, my birthday is the 22nd of February, so next year if you want to send me flowers or a balloon, you're more welcome to. Lee is 30, he'll be 31 this year, so he's got a wee young one, you know. How did you and Lee meet? Slid in my DMs. It was quite funny, I was out for dinner somewhere and I'd tagged the place and he messaged like, oh, where is that? And I was like, it's tagged. But I was single at this point, I'd gave up with boys, like I'd committed a long relationship. I felt like everyone was the same. I took one look at Lee and I thought, you're just a fuck boy. Like, that's exactly what I thought when I seen Lee. I don't know how, but we ended up started talking. He unfollowed me, followed my Instagram, caught my attention, and we started talking that way. It was quite slow, I must admit. Like, Lee didn't want a girlfriend, but I didn't really fully want a boyfriend, and I didn't know if he was going to be my boyfriend, so we were taking it really slow. And then, no joke, I'm going to just be honest with you guys, because I say it to him all the time. Me and him went on holiday. I decided that I would just not come home from that holiday. I would just go straight to Ibiza with the girls. It was like a 25-minute flight from Alicante. So he kind of knew this was happening, and then the night before I went to Ibiza, he was like, oh, do you want my girlfriend? I was like, as if we all never knew that was coming. All the girls knew. They were like, he will ask you out the day before you come to Ibiza, like set in stone, and they did. How long did me and Lee be together before we bought a house? So we were together 3 years before we got a house. I think as well, see, like usually, like when I look back at my previous relationship, no way would I have moved in with someone after that, like that. I think that's still a short space of time. 3 years is not long, really. Like when you think of a lifetime with someone, 3 years is not long. But I think the difference was with Lee's older, so Lee wanted out the house. I think Lee would have moved out years before anyway, but obviously Lee works away, so what is the point in having a house if only you live in it and you're only there part-time? So I think that's what pushed me to go a little bit sooner. I was content at mum and dad's, like honestly I was, but you know what it's like, you do want your own space with someone, and I think it did a lot to play with it was Lee's age. And then a lot of questions have asked where I've moved to. So I was from the east end of Glasgow, so like Bayliston area, and Lee lived in Rob Royston. He's lived there most of his life, and to be honest, that was it. He was living there, we weren't moving. And I think as well, I did start to know things about Rob Royston, like I've got a favourite Chinese in Rob Royston, so to be honest, that kind of sold me. Like the Taste Good Walk is. We stay in a Miller home, it's a new build, and I would highly recommend them. We've had no problems, and if any wee snags, any wee problems we've had, Miller have been like 10 out of 10. Do you and Lee want kids, and if so, how many and when? So this is a funny one. So I would say the beginning of last year, me and Lee were like, oh, we want kids now. Like if anyone would ask me, I'd have said I want kids now. I think me and Lee were both kind of in the same mindset, and then I don't know, I think things just changed. Like we got the house and things changed, and I don't know, I think I thought, oh, I'm not ready for a kid, and Lee was the exact same. I think we both just thought, I think we should just enjoy life together, like enjoy the house, enjoy having parties, enjoy having people over, like go nice holidays. Like a lot of the holidays mainly have been on, it's never just been me and him, there's always been other people there, which we've had the best times. Obviously that's not a good thing, but like I really want to go and do things and go places just with Lee, so I feel like if we had a kid that would have put a stop to that. But it's funny now because now I'm like, whew, no, never, lol, kids, stay away. But the thing is, I genuinely love kids, and I must say I think I'm quite good with kids. Like I love babies, toddlers, I just love wee kids, like, and I do want 2, but 3, I would love 3. But I do think there's no rush, do you know what I mean? Like I think just enjoy your life. Like I've only just turned 25. I would say that now my career's just kicking off. Not that I'm saying my career would stop if I had kids, but my career would change for sure. The direction of it would change. And I personally don't feel secure yet. Like, okay, I've got a house and I've got a job, and Lee's got a very good job, but that I don't feel secure. I don't feel like I'm where I want to be yet. And I don't think it's fair to bring kids into your life if you don't feel secure, because then the whole point of having a little kid is you bring them up and you make them feel secure and you give them a secure life. Loads of you have asked about getting engaged, and I don't know. The girls would always have said I was the first to have a baby and first to get engaged, right? And then, if I'm being honest, me and Lee had a wee bit of a spell where we just weren't getting on, things were stressful, the house, things were getting on top of him, things were getting on top of me, or we just weren't getting on, and it was a bit of a touch and go. So I would definitely say now we're not going to be the first. I don't know when though. I'm in no rush. I feel happy the way things are going now. I'm happy in my little bubble. I don't know when. But people have said, how would I like to be proposed to if it would go? I've always said on holiday. I just think, imagine being on holiday, a tan, wearing a nice outfit, like not having to wake up and go to work the next day. Like I just think you're always happy on holiday. I think you always look your best on holiday, and also like maybe Bali. I can't wink, but if there's a hint at Lee, I'd be telling him Bali. Or Dubai. So if any of you want to just send this wee clip to Lee. Where would I like to get married? 110% abroad. The reason for it is, and only I would always have said at home, and then we went to Lee's friend's wedding, Megan and Gavin, in Portugal, and hands down they had everything I could have wanted and more to a T. Like their wedding was my idea of perfect. Like they done a lot of people were there, especially if it was an abroad wedding. It was beautiful, it was hot. Like the lead up to things, it was like girls' night, you've got like your pals' night. Like I would want that. I would want like a boys' night, girls' night, family night, couples' night, like all the wee nights before, going away in boats and like beach clubs. And I think I would like to get married in Ibiza Old Town. How good would it be going on holiday for a week with all your pals for your wedding, and then one night, you've got that one night out that week where you just go to like the Highlander or something, just something tacky, and you have one big last blowout. I just honestly would love to get married in Ibiza. I just think it'd be dynamite. People say, do you like that your boyfriend works away? I'm so used to it now. It's been 4 years or whatever. Like I'm honestly used to it. I think as well, like we've got such a good routine where like when he's away, like I do things like this. I get photos done, I see mum and dad, I see the girls. Like I don't know, I just do things that I wouldn't do when Lee's here. And then when he's home, like we've like date nights, do stuff with Bear. I didn't like it at first when we moved in here because I was obviously getting used to, one, not being in a house with mum and dad, and two, being in a brand new house and then being on my own. So but now I'm cushy, like I'm so fine. So yeah. So a good question that I got asked was, do you think it's disrespectful if your boyfriend likes other girls' pictures that aren't his friends? Now I know if my pals see this video, they will honestly bit my balls because they'll say I look like a psycho, right? But I'm going to be honest with you. I personally, this is how I look at it, right? If you don't know her, right, never met her, don't intend to meet her, don't intend to speak to her, why are you liking her photos? Same with me though. If there's a boy on my Instagram who I've never met, don't know, probably won't ever meet, why are you liking his photos? Like, I'm sorry, right? There's girls out there and you know who you are, right? And other girls will know who I'm talking about with this, right? Girls buzz off, right? other girls' boyfriends liking their photos. I've seen it. I've seen messages from people doing it, right? I just think it's embarrassing. It's not that I think, oh, he's away cheating me with this person. I don't think that at all. But I just think there needs to be a level of respect. There's girls out there who don't have, who don't care, right? Who will buzz off something like that, right? Obviously it upsets you because you're sitting thinking, oh, well, maybe I don't look like her, or oh, what does he like with her, that blah blah, or are they two talking, or is there more to it? Your head will do, your mind will go 100 miles an hour. Well, mine does anyway. And I know this is probably going to make me look like a psycho, but I really don't give two fucks. That is my honest opinion about it. If you don't know them, don't like their shit. You've no need to. You're not going to meet them. Like, I've got loads of boy pals, right? Lee's met them all. Lee knows them all. So see, when he sees me liking their photos, he's like, whatever. But I know for a fact that if I liked a random boy's photo, Lee would have something to say about it. And I just think, obviously there's a level of being a control freak and being possessive and whatever. That's not what I'm saying. But I would just say to Lee, who is that? If he was like, I don't know, I'm like it then. Like, that would just be how it would be. And that's just my opinion. Everyone is different. Some of my friends would genuinely not give two fucks. They're so chill. And I should really take leaves at their books. Who's the more mature one in your relationship? I'd probably say, I don't want to say Lee. I would say Lee in the sense where, like, he'll walk away for an argument, he'll be done with it, he'll not continue, whereas I'm a bit nippy. Like, I'll keep him back and keep going. Camera just stops every once in a while. Yeah, like, I'll keep him back for arguments. So, have you ever had your heart broken? I have. Well, I think everyone's probably been through this if you've ever had a relationship when you've been younger and then you're in one now. Like, obviously I'm in love with Lee. Like, I love him, right? And I was in a relationship before, and obviously you do have feelings for that person, but I think it's very different. Now I'm in this relationship, like, it's totally, I've got a house, I've got bed, I've got commitments. Like, there's just different things that, so I think my heart was broken in the sense where you're gutted, you're sad. But I think if me and Lee were to fully split and be done, I think that would be heartbroken. I feel like that's when I would feel what heartbreak feels like. A lot of you wanted to know about my diet and about confidence and things like that on Instagram, so I'm going to jump right into it. So I do training with David Hatt. He is amazing. He's an online coach. He also does personal training. Like, he's just an all-round great guy. And there's loads of guys that work for his team. Like, there's, I know, and boys I've spoke to on it are Ryan and Dale. They do a lot of recipes and stuff that I follow that are on my plan. What I like about it is they're on the ball. Like, these guys work around the clock constantly. I've never had a WhatsApp message ignored. Like, they're constant on the ball. Every Friday's my check-in. I've got a diet plan that is not a diet plan because the stuff on it's unreal. Like, I remember I made Lee a dinner and he was like, no chance is this on your meal plan. I showed him it and he was like, how? They make sure that what you're eating is enjoyable. Like, if you go on their pages on Instagram, and I'll pop it up, you will see the food looks good, it tastes good. It's not this boiled chicken, boiled rice, boiled veg shite. Like, it's like salt and chili chicken, it's your chicken curries, it's your Nando's chicken pitas. Like, honestly, like, David Hatt does this recipe for basically like healthy pizzas, right? So it's a little Warburton Thins. I think at one point everybody was making them. They're honestly unreal, like unreal. Before everything went down, I was training at Gold Medal gym with a guy called Kieran, again, who is outstanding. He is actually, I don't know the correct term, but he basically does like that kick. It's the one where they actually butter lumps at each other. His gym's really, really good. My calorie intake is 1,400 calories at the moment. Because obviously I'm not as active, I've cut that down to 1,100. Just so I'm not, because I can't eat as much if I'm not working out as much, basically. But everyone's different, so don't go on what I'm saying. I'm just answering questions that you have asked. Do you worry about your weight because you're not the typical size 6? And I'm not even offended by that, because I think it's a very, very good question to ask. Looking at me, you would never go size 6, nor would you say size 8, right? I used to be, I'm a size 10, and sometimes can be 12 depending how tight the clothes are, right? I do struggle with my weight, right? And that's just me. This isn't a thing where I want people to say, but you're not fat. That we're not talking about that. What I'm talking about is, you could be a size 6 and you might not like your weight. You might wish you could gain more weight. You might want to be skinnier, right? Everybody is entitled to feel how they want to feel about their weight and their body. That's what I think. I think as well with my job, most of the time I'm looking at girls that are very skinny and proper workout at the gym and maybe are born with really petite bodies. I'm not petite, I'm 5'8", I'm quite broad, like I'm far from petite. I also don't think I would suit being super skinny. I think I'll always struggle with weight, and I think I'll always have a wee bit where I won't like how I am. I'm buzzing that I am losing weight at the moment. I'm going down and down at the moment, which I'm buzzing about. I would like to for summer get to 9.5, just a little over 9.5 stone. Just to say that I've done it, and I want to feel good. I want to go on a holiday and put on a bikini and not be sitting like covering my belly. Like I always go on holiday and wear my hair down at the pool. Now you can imagine in like 30-degree heat wearing your hair down at a pool, but I hate my arms, so I do it to cover my arms. And you know, I've been with Lee for years and he obviously doesn't care, but I'm still very self-conscious about it. I want to be able to sit in a bikini rather than having to put a skirt on and cover up and things like that. So that's my goal. I just want to go a holiday and just feel unreal. Like that is what I want. I want to be able to buy a bikini without going, oh, does that cover this bit? Or like I'd love to be able to buy dresses that are like boob tube strap, like little thin straps, because right now I wouldn't be seen dead in one of them, and that's just how I feel. People always wonder how I'm self-conscious, but yeah, on Instagram it comes across like I'm confident, right? But what you need to understand is, see the clothes I wear on my Instagram, I've picked them, that's what I wear. It's constant jumpers, it's blazers, it's baggy, you'll never ever, right, unless it was years ago, find me in a top that was like thin strapped or a boob tube or something my belly out, or do you know what I mean? Like I'm confident because like if I would take a photo in this, I could strut about and take a photo because I'm comfortable in it. The minute you put me in something that I'm not comfortable in, you would see a different side to me. It's just, again, it's what you're comfortable in. Do you compare yourself to other girls on Instagram? It's something that I struggle with personally. I do. I'd be lying if I says I don't. I've had days where I've took time off Instagram. I've had a bubble. I've cried. I've messaged David upset. I've had a tantrum with Lee. Like, I am normal. I'm a normal girl from Glasgow. Of course I compare myself to other people. Like, just because you get a bunch of followers does not mean you're any different from anyone else. It doesn't take away your feelings. It doesn't take away the fact that you have every right to compare yourself to people. That's just what girls do. Every girl does it. There's parts about me that someone else doesn't have, and that's it. Everyone is different. But so that person I'm comparing myself to might compare themselves to, I don't know, anybody else. Like, everybody compares themselves to someone. Some days I do find it harder to get over that mindset. Like, I'll be brutally honest with you, I'm sitting here saying, oh, you'll be fine, but it's difficult, but I do it. So don't just think, oh, those Instagram girls are perfect, they've got the perfect life. Far from it. At the end of the day, you get a snippet, you get one photo, or you get a fucking swipe along, or you get a story of what someone's life looks like. That's a minute a second out of fucking a day, do you know what I mean? Like, for a while I got myself in a really not a good mindset for about a solid 2 months, and I kept wondering why I wasn't making enough money, and why I was seeing other girls buy this X, Y and Z, but I couldn't. And then like I just had to realise, like, I've got a house now. Like, I should be proud of my house. I bought myself a nice car. I should be proud of my nice car. I've got some designer goods I bought myself. I should be proud of what I've got. Everybody's life is different. What's your favourite food and dessert? Well, I could be here all day. So first of all, my favourite juice is Thai Coke. Love. Favourite dessert is sticky toffee pudding. Nothing else. However, what I will say is, me and Erin, my pal, she lives in Dubai now, but she's coming home, don't worry. Whenever we go to Colliers, I get the same dessert, so much so the guy doesn't really ever need to take our order because he knows it. And it's something like a nut. It's basically mint. It's like a big long, see those big long cut glass jars filled with mint ice cream, chocolate sauce and chopped nuts. See, the minute Colliers opens back up, ooh, I'm going to be supplying them with a lot of money. Do you suffer from anxiety, and how do you handle it? So yes, I'm going to be honest with you. See, when I used to hear people saying, oh, I've got anxiety, I used to honestly go, bore off. Shut up. No, you don't. You don't even know what I mean as it is. It's just an excuse for being dramatic. And then I think the further into Instagram I got, the more I started to realise it was a thing. Even Lee, I think the first couple of times I was getting at, he was like, oh, you're so bratty, like, you're so... And then I think he kind of started to click on, hold on a wee minute, she's actually upset about things and she's getting herself in a bit of a state. I honestly, like, I took a panic attack on Sunday just in the house. Just, I felt like if it was coming and talking to me, I started to get really anxious. I just put on a telly, put on a nice calming song, like a calming app, and I lie flat back, and I literally put my phone off and I just chill. Like I take all my jewellery and all that off because I feel like everything gets a bit claustrophobic. And I just lie there, and I probably tend to have a quicker sleep and fall asleep, and then I wake up and feel a little bit better. But I leave the music playing when I wake up and just kind of walk about, do what you need to do, but leave the music playing so you're still staying calm. I also think it's good to have someone there who knows that you've got it to talk you down. Like, I think if people around you are like, shut up, you're like, no, but like I'm trying, and you get a bit frustrated. So I think if you've got someone round about you who can just tell you, like, can calm you down, like he's quite good. Like he'll like sometimes like tickle my hand, or like, "Black, you're alright, mate," like whatever. Like it's just good having someone there who can kind of keep you calm and keep you breathing normal, because it's a funny thing. Like I do understand now anxiety is a real thing, and I would never mock it or joke about it now, and it's obviously wrong that it's took me to feel it for me to say that, but I just didn't realise it was an actual thing. How long have you did blogging for? I don't actually know the answer to that. 5 years. I think I did it a year before I met Lee, so a good 5 years now, maybe 4. I don't know. Do you like being an influencer, and would you change anything about the industry? I love my job, right? I get to work from home. I'm always home with Bear. I've been taking on amazing holidays. I've met amazing people through it. I got to go to Coachella, like, just want to put that out there, I got to go to fucking Coachella for being a blogger. And yeah, I've got to do amazing things, and I would never take any of that for granted. Do I always enjoy it? Definitely not. There's times when I've genuinely been seriously a second away from scrapping it all. Everything comes with good and bad. Every job there's upside and downsides to it. I do think though with influencing there's amazing ups and very low lows. I think what you need to be able to do is you need to be able to separate your life and that. And this is what I think's key. And I think I've seen girls, and I've noticed that girls don't have it on Instagram, right? But I have the best group of pals, right? None of them are bloggers, right? None of them could give two shits about it either, right? When I go out with them, there's no talk about it. There's no, right, photo shoot, right, you're tagging, right, I'll put up stories, like, there's none of that. It's just you go out and you have a good time, right? So I feel like if you've got that, you're kind of brought down a wee bit. Like, no one gives two flying fucks in my group how many followers you've got. No one cares who you're working with. No one cares what trip you were last on. Like, no one cares, right? Like, all we care about is who's getting the next round at the bar. So yeah, I feel like that's key to being, to not being in a bubble of Instagram's life, and it revolves everything around your life basically. Is blogging your full-time job? Yes, it is. It's currently my full-time job. It wasn't at last year. I actually worked full-time in Opoly as a PR and collaborative executive, which is basically like blogger outreach, events and things like that. And then I left that job after I moved into the house, and I did this full time. It was a big risk, especially after I took on such a massive commitment of a house. So far so good. There's been ups and downs with it. It's not a secure job. I mean, I don't get a wage. I don't have a payday. Like, your money is if you've got work coming in and things like that. And if I'm being brutally honest with you right now, I am making nowhere. I'm only getting paid off one person at the moment. My job is not really existent at the moment, and that's fine. And I'm enjoying doing one thing on Instagram. I'm enjoying just floating about and taking all the clothes that I can buy, actually taking photos with them rather than it being maybe stuff that I'm doing for brands. Do you think there's a shelf life on blogging? Sometimes I do, right? Because obviously when I go to have kids, my direction of Instagram is going to change. It's going to be about kids. It's going to be like, I'm not going to, I don't know, but and then again I think, well, my outfits aren't going to change. I'm still going to dress the same. But I do think then it can change. Like, you can become more of a mum blogger, you can become more of a home blogger. For example, right, look at Tara Maynard, right? She's my pal. She's got 2 kids. Look at her Instagram, you wouldn't know. She's banging, right? She's got a banging body. She's so glam. Like, she drops the kids off to school wearing the coolest fucking outfits I've ever seen in my life. Like, she's a perfect example of how blogging does not have a shelf life. She's got 2 kids, she's married, and she's still doing it. Like, she's not, and she's nowhere near not doing it. Like, she will be doing this for a long time. She's really successful at it. she's really fashionable, so why should she stop doing it? I think it just depends on your style of Instagram. Do you feel like blogging invades on your personal life? Yes, I do. I feel like as I've got older, I'm realising that some things don't need to be said or don't need to be shown on Instagram. For example, right, I'll address it now. Recently I had quite a lot of people messaging me, DMing, like, just in, like, DMing, messaging, commenting on things, right? It's basically saying, oh, I've noticed you and Lee aren't posting much together. I know you don't post much about Lee anymore. I don't think, like, you say, like, you're not posting that he lives there at your house or blah, 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 right? I don't need to post him all day, every day, right? We live together now. It was different before when we were going out and we lived in separate houses. Now I'd maybe post going up to his or post if we're out doing stuff, right? I don't do it as much anymore. I also feel like it's nice to keep some things private. Like, you know, I go out with Lee, you know he's my boyfriend or whatever, and I'm pretty sure you'll click on the day that if he's never not my boyfriend, I'm sure you would click on. But I just don't feel like I need to say that. I don't feel like I need to show it as much. See, as well, Lee doesn't really like it. Like, Lee is quite a private person. Doesn't really showcase much. I mean, when was his last post on Instagram? 8th of July 2019. Nearly a year ago. He doesn't post on Instagram. Very rarely does he use his stories. Like, I think it'd be very wrong for me to keep posting about him. And also on that note, quite a lot of you guys have asked recently if I will show you my house. The answer to that is no, right? I would love to show my house off, but not to be like, oh, look at me, only because I'm so proud of it and I actually can't believe it's my house. That's how I feel, right? My mum and dad don't want me doing it for the simple fact that I live myself sometimes and Lee's not here. Also, it's Lee's house as well. He doesn't want people seeing it. It's his private house. Like, it's not something just to showcase. You see snippets of it in photos and stuff or from doing stories and that, but I just don't want to do like, oh, like a tour, like pure showcasing my house. I just think it's not safe either. There's actual weirdos out there. Like, when I stayed at mum and dad's old house, someone physically came up to my front door and put a letter through my door that was horrible. Someone who obviously does not like me and who really wanted to upset me and really put shit in place knew where I lived. Like, they didn't even post it through the post box. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was put through my front door. So yeah, that's the answer to that question. If you could have another job, what would you do? So I used to always want to be a teacher for kids with special needs because my brother's got special needs and he went to a special needs school. And I loved it, and I did my work experience at a special needs school. I don't think I'd do that now, but I would always love to help out maybe at clubs and stuff like that. That's always something I've wanted to do. I'm really into my cooking, my baking. I would maybe like to do something with that. I really just love working with food. I'd want a cafe or something. Who's the rudest influencer you've ever met? I cannot answer that. Like, I may as well just do that. Like, I would get shot for answering that question. What I will say is, right, not everyone is your typical blogger, right? This is what I want to get out here and now, right? See people that say, oh, you bloggers, right? I ain't one of them. I know who you're talking about. Ones that come across stuck up and whatever, right? I'm a normal girl from Glasgow, and see, to be honest, see most of the Glasgow bloggers, they're sound, right? In fact, not all of them, they're sound. Like, we are sound people. You obviously get people that are just dicks, right, in life. It doesn't matter what they do for a job, they're just idiots. And that's just it. I'm not going to name them. Do people assume that you're stuck up? Right, yes. And do it pisses me off, right? I take it as an insult. I don't know if I should, right? But I always do get quite insulted. See people go back to me, oh my god, you're so much nicer than I thought you were going to be. How? How? How the fuck, right, does me standing in an outfit make me a I post photos in clothes. How does that make me a not nice person? Like, genuinely, that baffles me. So see people say it to me, I know they're saying, oh, I'm a nice person, right? But I don't think I come across stuck up. I don't, so tell me if I'm wrong on that one, right? But I don't have hundreds of money. I don't have hundreds of designer stuff. Like, probably all of this here is fast fashion and Primark, and yeah, I've got a few designer handbags. I've worked hard for them, but I don't come across stuck up. So how does posting photos and tagging a fashion brand make you stuck up? I just don't. It baffles me. Botox and filler. Oh, I'm dreading these questions. So you're going to hear it here now for the first time ever. What have I had done to this face? Botox. Yes. Okay, I got it in my forehead. So I originally had a wee fine line here that kept creasing when I was wearing foundation. So I got Botox up here and I got a little bit more. So I've still got movement. Like, that's actually softened. At one point I didn't have any movement. I've not got any filler, like cheek filler, jaw filler in my face, nothing like that. My face is fat enough as it is, I don't need more. On the lips, I've actually not said, I just never came out and said I've had lips done, right? But you've asked. Yeah, I've got a mil because I've been twice and I got half a mil each time, so I've got a mil. I already had big lips to start with, so I didn't need that much. I just wanted this top one a little bit more plump because my bottom lip's always been big if you look at my photos. So most of my filler did go on my top lip to even them out. And yeah, I'm happy with the size they are. I don't want them any bigger. Funny thing is, Lee doesn't know. Hopefully he won't watch this, and hopefully none of these will grass me in. Yeah, I've been telling Lee I've been wearing plump lip gloss, which is this. And he is stupidly enough believed it. Right, so racketing journey is one that people have asked me quite a lot on. I had acne from the age of 20 to 22. Started really late on in life. I never ever got, and I still don't, touch wood, right, but I don't get like wee whiteheads. I basically had 2 big boils in my chin and 1 in the middle of my head, 2 at the back of my neck, and quite a lot of them in my groin. I was on every tablet possible and nothing was getting rid of it. So I went on Racketing for 6 months. It's the best thing I've ever done. Like, my skin has never been clearer. I've never had any problems since. It's been years. It's hard going, there's no doubt about it, guys. It's brutal. Like, it's really brutal. It really takes toll on your body. Your skin's dry. You feel like crap. Your emotions are a little bit down. But it's a short 6 months for like a lifetime of happiness, basically. Honestly, like, if it's offered to you, take it. It's so funny, someone's message saying, have you ever been in a square go? That's just so Glasgow. I actually have. What was school like for you? Did you enjoy it, and how does it impact your career now? I was a wee geek at school. I was friends with everyone I'm friends with still just now, but they were like cool, and I was like basically, they would all dog classes and like go to like this little place for lunch called Simply Filling, and I'd be in maths like, bye, see you later. I went to all the wee lunchtime clubs. I had a tutor for nearly every subject I had. I was just a wee geek, and I was just quiet. And yeah, I came out of school with an A, 2 B's, 2 C's. Happy with that. I never went to uni. I went to college and did my HND in makeup artistry. Didn't go to university for anything. Don't think I'll ever will go. I have no interest in going. I don't feel the need like I need to go. I've got by in life so far without it. What jobs did you have before blogging? I've worked in, so here we go, McDonald's, Costa, Starbucks, Nando's, Urban Decay, Benefit, worked for a debt company, Opoly, Onyx, I did makeup, salons. My CV is never ending, trust me. A favourite designer? Fendi. Love Fendi, like, love. That has been my dearest purchase I've ever bought, was my Fendi bag that I bought in Dubai. Look at this sweet baby. Quite a lot of you guys asked, will I go back to doing makeup? The answer to that is no. I did makeup for 4.5 years and I loved it. And then I feel like I just got too busy. At one point I was doing 3 jobs. I was doing the blogging, I was doing makeup at the weekends, and I was working full time. And it just got too much. And if I'm honest, I don't love it anymore. Are you good at saving? For example, saving for a house. Saving for a house is so hard. Obviously you need to save a lot of money. I think what made it easier for me and Lee was we seen the house and we knew we wanted it. But we knew we needed to get it, so it kind of was like putting every penny into the house. Whereas before I would put money away and then go, no, I'll just take that out and buy that, I'll put it back next month kind of thing. But the minute we kind of knew we'd put a deposit as in on the plot, not the actual mortgage deposit, a deposit on the house, we were like, shit. I think when you know you want something, it is a whole lot easier. How do you edit your pictures? Right, I use Facetune, which is this one, okay, and then I use this one here, which is called Afterlight. That is what I put my filters on. I sharpen my photos, add a little bit of a grain to my photos. That's basically how I edit my photos. I ain't lying, I use Facetune. Who doesn't? Come at me, do what you want. Everyone uses it, vote off. So, loads of you wanted to know about little Bear. So, Bear is an apricot toy poodle. We drove to Essex for him. Yeah. I feel like I blabbed a little bit, rabbled on, but I mean this was the whole point of this video. It was just a little chit chat. Come on, get their questions answered. So yeah. Hope I'm not offended anyone about anything that I've said. Hope I haven't came across stuck up, because that's what people were asking. Like, do people assume that? I'm glad you are watching the YouTubes. It's just something, do you know what? I'm not taking that seriously. It's something to do with we're on isolation. It takes to kill some time in my day, might kill some time in your day watching it. Even if you're not properly watching it, whatever, you're watching it. And yeah, I'm enjoying doing them. And tonight I've got Zoom with the girls, absolutely buzzing. Got White and Marks and Spencer's, got my raspberry mojitos. We are ready for Zoom quiz night. And up next I am going to do, basically it's like 4 days or 5 days, depending on how many of my products come. I'm going to try each of the BB creams and the CC creams and the tinted moisturisers that I've ordered. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear them every day, come on video, do my makeup with them, go off video, wear them all day, come back on and show what it looks like after like 8 hours. And I'm going to do every single day with a different one, and then get to the end and do an overall review and tell you what I think is my favourite, cost, what's most cost effective, if it's worth the money, all those type of things. So that's going to be my next video. There'll be a vlog already up by the time this one's up, so hopefully you've watched that. And yeah, any other videos that you want me to do, let me know, put it in the little comments box, or let me know on Instagram. Once everything's back up and normal, the first thing I'm going to do is a Primark haul. I feel like that's such a good one, so I cannot wait for Primark to open back up. But thanks for watching. I hope I haven't bored you. I hope you have enjoyed it. And yeah, some gossip, some juicy questions and all the rest. But thanks for watching, and as always, appreciate it.